True empathy is one of the last things people learn on their way to becoming secure. And frankly, I don't think you can become secure until you master empathy. Hello and welcome to Attachment Maps. My name is Carl and I'm here to talk about things that no one else is talking about. People think they're empathic because they feel happy when a friend gets engaged or promoted, or they feel deep sorrow when a friend loses a loved one. But most people do that. That's easy. And look, other people have this completely wrong idea about what empathy is. They think it's supporting or endorsing someone's goals or beliefs in a compassionate way. But that's completely wrong. Real empathy is deeply resonating with someone's emotional experience and deeply understanding their perspective, even when you have strong objections to it. To know if you are capable of real empathy, you have to pass the test. And it usually goes something like this. A friend, partner, or maybe a random person on social media shares a complaint. They're upset or concerned, and they're sharing their negative feedback. If you struggle with empathy, your attention is going to go to how their complaint is unfair, incorrect, or just annoying. Your attention will go to how you can disagree with them or how you can respond with a counter accusation. In other words, when you hear their complaint, your mind goes straight to the objections you have. So instead of being a good listener, you get defensive. Imagine the complaint is this cup, and those objections are this jar. For insecurely attached people, accepting the cup means giving up the jar. If they listen and empathize with the complaint, they are giving up their right to disagree with the complaint. It's a belief that one can only hold one thing at a time. I either hold your perspective or I hold mine. In reality, a master of empathy understands that he has two hands, one to hold the cup and another to hold the jar. This is a truth that wise and secure people understand. It's not this or that. It's this and that. It's an integration of two seemingly contradictory ideas. It's the resolution of a paradox. It's balance. True empathy is letting the other person share their complaint, listening intently, imagining what it must be like for them, repeating back their experience in your own words, making sure to not interrupt them until they feel seen, heard, and felt, and even thanking them for sharing their authentic perspective. They spoke first, so it's their turn. Feeling heard is a crucial attachment-based need for every human being. And then only once they have finished, you ask if you can share your perspective. Then you can gently challenge their perspective with your perspective, with facts or whatever else you feel you need to put out there. Empathy isn't about agreeing with them. You're not conceding anything. Emotions aren't about right or wrong. You can consider and feel an opposing belief without accepting it. Validating an emotion doesn't mean it was in line with reality. It just acknowledges that emotions are these spontaneous, authentic things, and that we are limited in our abilities to control what we're going to feel or think at any given moment. Now, obviously, it's not always going to be that simple. The person who is complaining may not be very emotionally intelligent, and they may make distorted claims about what happened, distorted claims about your intentions, and may even attack your character. The master empath will hear the emotional experience behind the claims and accusations and tune into that. They will translate it first and then respond to the translation. I want to finish this off with a quick example from real life. I have a friend who has a young daughter. One evening, his daughter had math homework to do, and when she tried to start it, she lost her composure and started to cry. Her dad seemed frustrated and, in an exasperated tone, said, "Look, you just need to finish this." Now, what do you think that's communicating to a child? It says that her emotional experience is an obstacle, an inconvenience, that it doesn't deserve any attention or a soothing response, and that the only thing that really matters is her completing the task. It sends the message that emotions are useless at best and dangerous at worst. Performing is what's important. And why did he do that? Because he assumed that in order to give empathy to his daughter, he'd have to give in to his daughter's emotional breakdown or her hesitance to do the homework. But the truth is, it's possible to show compassion and maintain rules. Children like her may never learn to honor their emotional experience, how to tell their emotions apart, or how to properly self soothe. What dad could have said is, I can see you're so frustrated and overwhelmed by the math homework. I know it can be hard to get started. I'll comfort you for a few minutes and then help you get started. This does need to get done tonight, though, okay? Mastery of empathy means you can honor someone's emotional experience while still holding your own rules, beliefs, and independence. And it also works inside. You can honor your own emotional experience of feeling lazy and not wanting to go to the gym while still going to the gym anyway. I hope this has helped. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.